Yohanan chapter 11. And a certain one was sick, Eleazar for Bethania, the village of Miriam and her sister Martha. Now it was Miriam who appointed the master with perfume and wiped his feet with her hair, whose brother Eleazar was sick. Therefore the sisters sent to him, saying, Master, see, he whom you love is sick. But when Yahusha heard, he said, This sickness is not unto death, but for the esteem of Yah, so that the son of Yah might be esteemed by it. Now Yahusha loved Martha and her sister and Eleazar. Therefore, when he heard that he was sick, then indeed he stayed at the place where he was 2 more days. Then after this he said to the taught ones, Let us go back to Yehuda. The taught ones said to him, Rabbi, the Yehudim were but now seeking to stone you, and you are going back there? Yahusha answered, Are there not 12 hours in the day? If anyone walks in the day, he does not stumble, because he sees the light of this world. But if anyone walks in the night, he stumbles, because the light is not in him. He said this, and after that he said to them, Our friend Eleazar has fallen asleep, but I am going there to wake him up. Therefore the taught one said to him, Master, if he has fallen asleep, he shall recover. But Yahusha has spoken about his death, whereas they thought that he spoke of taking rest and sleep. So then Yahusha said to them plainly, Eleazar has died, and for your sake I am glad I was not there, in order for you to believe. But let us go to him. Toma, who was called the twin, then said to his fellow taught ones, Let us also go, so that we die with him. Therefore when Yahusha arrived, he found that he had already been 4 days in the tomb. Now Bethania was near Yerushalayim, about 15 stadia away. And many of the Yehudim had come to Martha and Miriam to comfort them concerning their brother. Martha then, when she heard that Yahusha was coming, met him, but Miriam was sitting in the house. Martha then said to Yahusha, Master, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. But even now I know that whatever you might think of Yah, Yah shall give you. Yahusha said to her, Your brother shall rise again. Martha said to him, I know that he shall rise again in the resurrection at the last day. Yahusha said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me, though he dies, he shall live. And everyone that is living and believing in me shall never die at all. Do you believe this? She said to him, Yes, Master, I believe that you are the Messiah, the Son of Yah, who is coming into the world. And having said this, she went away and called her sister Miriam secretly, saying, The teacher is here and calls you. When she heard, she rose up quickly and came to him. And Yahusha had not yet come into the village, but was in the place where Martha met him. Therefore the Yehudim who were with her in the house and were comforting her, when they saw that Miriam rose up quickly and went out, followed her, saying, She is going to the tomb to weep there. Miriam, therefore, when she came where Yahusha was and saw him, she fell down at his feet, saying to him, Master, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. Yahusha, therefore, when he saw her weeping, and the Yehudim who came with her weeping, he groaned in the spirit and was troubled, and said, Where have you laid him? And they said to him, Master, come and see. Yahusha wept. The Yehudim therefore said, See how he loved him. And some of them said, Was this one who opened the eyes of the blind not also able to prevent this one from dying? Yahusha therefore, again groaning in himself, came to the tomb. Now it was a cave, and a stone laid against it. Yahusha said, Take away the stone. Martha, the sister of him who had died, said to him, Master, already he smells, for it is 4 days. Yahusha said to her, Did I not say to you that if you believe, you shall see the esteem of Yah? So they took away the stone where the dead man was laid. Yahusha lifted up his eyes and said, Father, I thank you that you have heard me, and I know that you always hear me. But because of the crowd standing by, I said this, in order that they believe that you sent me. And when he had said this, he cried with a loud voice, Eleazar, come out. And he who died came out, bound feet and hands with wrappings, and his face was wrapped with a cloth. Yahusha said to them, Loosen him and let him go. Therefore many of the Yehudim who had come to Miriam and had seen what Yahusha did believed in him. But some of them went away to the Pharisees and told them what Yahusha did. So the chief priests and the Pharisees gathered a council and said, What shall we do? Because this man does many signs. If we let him alone like this, they all shall believe in him, and the Romans shall come and take away from us both our place and nation. And one of them, Caiaphas, being high priest that year, said to them, You know naught, neither do you consider that it is better for us that one man die for the people, than that the entire nation should perish. But he did not say this from himself, but being high priest that year, he prophesied that Yahushua was about to die for the nation, and not for the nation only, but to gather together into one the children of Yah who were scattered abroad. So from that day on, they plotted to kill him. Yahushua therefore no longer went openly among the Yehudim, but went from there into the country near the wilderness, to a city called Ephraim, and remained there with his taught ones. Now the Pesach of the Yehudim was near, and many went to the country up to Yerushalayim before the Pesach to set themselves apart. And so they were seeking Yahusha and spoke among one another, standing in the set-apart place. What do you think? Is he not coming to the festival at all? And both the chief priests and the Pharisees had given a command that if anyone knew where he was, he should disclose it in order for them to seize him.